The shrouded landscape that conceals a victim's final moments is not merely an atmospheric obstacle for forensic discovery, but a profound manifestation of the collective forgetting you have been conditioned to accept as inevitable. And true justice requires not piercing the veil through procedural force alone, but integrating the weight of silenced lives until investigation becomes an act of radical remembrance rather than bureaucratic closure. In Girl in the Mist, Helen Phifer transforms the police procedural trope into precise exploration of epistemic sovereignty and intergenerational accountability, proving resolution isn't found in identifying the perpetrator, it's forged in honoring the person beneath the fog, when every departmental metric demands you remain efficient above all else. From damp cobblestone and archive dust narration, listeners enter worlds where absence is syntax and presence is the only unbreakable verdict, perfect for fans of emotionally intelligent crime fiction, where female complexity defies stoic detective tropes. When Detective Morgan Brookes pursues a cold case reopened by shifting weather patterns, expecting professional validation, she discovers the mist's erasure mirrors the exact suppression she's endured beneath years of performative detachment. And archivist Julian Thorne's quiet refusal to treat the past as closed creates space for connection defying bureau hierarchy. Navigating obscured evidence and buried attractions, Morgan realizes this investigation isn't about exposure but recalibration, with Phifer avoiding reducing Morgan to obsessive investigator or Julian to eccentric historian, instead crafting radical reciprocity within constraint, where trust is earned through honoring boundaries even as trauma blurs them. And audiobook narration amplifies this alchemy by capturing Morgan's disciplined focus fracturing into clarity, and Julian's guarded intensity revealing warmth beneath vigilance, making listeners feel seismic shifts of souls learning some truths can only be surfaced when you stop letting statutes define their validity. What elevates this beyond typical procedural fare is portraying investigative intimacy as somatic practice rather than sensationalized mystery, with Morgan confronting how policing culture equated worth with utility, while Julian creates sanctuary where her doubts exist without diminishment, their relationship evolving through shared silences during late-night archival searches, bypassing performance, rhythms protecting both case integrity and psychological safety, and mutual defense against superiors mistaking conscience for incompetence, supported by colleagues encoding suppressed grief, elders carrying intergenerational weight, and the mist-shrouded town itself absorbing decades of unspoken bargains, reinforcing that in extraction-based systems, tenderness toward memory is technique, and presence is sustainable resource, with forensic analysis mirroring emotional attunement, and witness interviews becoming metaphors for earned trust. For audiobook listeners, this production is immersive descent into sacred reckoning, with narrators embodying Morgan and Julian with remarkable distinction, sound design anchoring existential stakes through distant foghorns, rain against precinct windows, and hushed breath syncing with moments of clarity, pacing mirroring investigative cadence from deliberate reflection to surging awakenings, ultimately redefining crime thriller by centering female epistemology within procedural frameworks, and affirming that sometimes the most powerful act is choosing to remember slowly, honoring whole self even in landscapes shaped by concealment.